Hey people, Fernando doing another video for the channel. In this case, talking about ships, CCUs, sales, and that stuff. You know, I have this Corsair, nice and shiny new Corsair here that I'm about to take out for a ride, and I got it for 50 bucks to be honest. Folks, before I go on with this, keep in mind you don't need to spend more than your basic starter ship so as to enjoy the game. My advice still holds. I will repeat it in every one of my videos. Don't waste money. Look, if you want to try playing Star Citizen now that the free fly is over, do use a referral code that you have there below. It's going to be giving you some money, and depending on when you use it, you may end up getting some free ship or some armor or something cool. So besides that, besides using the referral code, don't spend more than your starter ship. Right now, the best starter ship is a Drake Cutter. You can get that for 45 bucks, if I'm remembering correctly. That is very decent, given that you don't have to spend any more money so as to play Star Citizen. You buy your starter ship with the game pack. Remember, you don't just need to buy the ship. It needs to be a ship that includes a game pack. Because if not, you just have a ship. You don't have the game. So, ship plus game pack, best one right now, the Drake Cutter. You can spend a bit more for that new CR8 that's like a little Pisces ambulance. The Drake Cutter is better. I'll upload a video on how to customize your cutter so as to make the most of it, but that would be my suggestion. 45 bucks, give or take, is what you spend, and that's it. There's really not a whole lot more for you to spend money in ways that it makes sense, especially given that there's not a whole lot of new gameplay. Right now, you're looking at, and check how cool this is, just moving the wings. Keep in mind, a lot of the supposed gameplay that we were getting this year did not happen. So other than playing what is already here in game, there's not a whole lot more for you to do. This means that with your starter ship, just relax, fly around, enjoy the views, which are fantastic, visit the cities, do a little bit of gameplay, carry some stuff, do some hauling, and just enjoy the ride. And if you want to make a few bucks, you have videos here on the channel on how to do that in game. Now, in this case, I want to talk about how is it that I got this thing for 50 bucks plus 100 bucks of stored credit that I had for my starter ship. So the way it goes is this. You buy your ship, let's say you buy your Drake Cutter, right, as I'm suggesting right now. Let's say that after playing for a couple months, you say, hey, I actually want to upgrade my Drake Cutter to a Cutlass Black. So you spend 45, 50 bucks, whatever it is, on your Drake Cutter, but now you want the more expensive ship. Again, you could easily, within a day, make enough money to buy that exact same ship in game, which is what I recommend. But capitalism, your money, your thing, I'm all okay with that. Do spend your money in whatever the heck it is you enjoy the most. So, all of that being considered, if you want to buy something more expensive, you don't have to buy a new ship straight away. You can get what's called like a CCU, which is basically an upgrade on your ship. So, instead of buying 100 bucks, spending 100 bucks on a Drake Cutter, you do a CCU with it, which is a chassis upgrade. Basically, you're putting money on top of your Drake Cutter so as to get the Drake Cutlass Black. So 50 bucks for your cutter, you need another 50 bucks, let's say, for the Cutty Black. You buy the CCU from Drake Cutter to Cutlass Black. You buy that specific upgrade and you apply that upgrade, which is called CCU, to your Drake Cutter, and then you have your Drake Cutter. You no longer hold you have that Drake Cutlass Black. You no longer have that Drake Cutter, even though in your hangar it's going to be listed as an upgraded Drake Cutter. Sounds messy, but believe me, it's a lot simpler than it sounds. Anyway, you're basically buying upgrades. Now, you can buy upgrades for any ship, even ships you don't have. You just go to the website and you select a ship, and whatever it is on sale, you select an upgrade to that specific ship, and you hold that CCU. You hold that upgrade. Now, this is important because even if you don't hold that specific ship, you may be planning on eventually having that ship. So let's say you want to work on a chain of CCUs, a chain of upgrades, so as to eventually buy I don't know, let's say a Karak. Let's make it $1,000, a ship that costs $1,000. But you don't want to spend $1,000 in a video game, right? Well, what you can do is slowly and patiently work your way towards CCUs that you're paying with war bond money. War bond money is actually cash. It's real cash that you already spend, new money put into the game. Whenever you buy a CCU war bond, there is a good chance that in special occasions you buy it with a big discount. Let's say a normal CCU from a Drake Cutter to Cutlass Black is $50. Well, if you buy that war bond with real money that you're putting in the game, and especially if you're a new player, that's the only way you get new money into it. Maybe instead of being $50, it's $10. It would be typical, like a $30 CCU with stored credit money, maybe goes for $5. I bought a bunch of those at a time. So if you are patient, you chain from one CCU to the next, right? So you upgrade from the Drake Cutter to the Cutlass Black, and then from the Cutlass Black to a Valkyrie, and from that to something else. The more chains you have, the more links of this chain you have, the more money you save. So that's how you can end up having, let's say, a final upgrade from let's say Avenger Titan, right, to a Corsair that is costing $250 and only spending $50, right? Because instead of spending that amount of money total from this direct upgrade from your Titan to your Corsair, you go into a lot more links, ships in between, buying those war bond CCUs that are a lot cheaper. This means that you have to be very patient and often wait quite a while until this ends up working. But if you are patient, you may end up having a nice link that allows you to upgrade. This one started as a Hoover bike. The Corsair that you see here, I got it with a Hoover bike that I got, I think it was like $30 when it's first offered. So that Hoover bike was an LTI token. LTI is lifetime insurance. So that's something you probably want to get. I mean, you definitely want to get lifetime insurance, especially if you're patient, again, it just costs you nothing at all. You just buy the LTI token. It's called an LTI token because it comes with a lifetime insurance, and they're usually the more cheap, affordable shape. So anything that's like $30, $25, maybe even $40, it could be considered an LTI token when it's first offered in sale, and it comes with LTI. So when you buy yourself maybe one of these tokens, then you get a CCI for that token to the next ship in link, maybe $5, saving you $30 or $25. This year they were not all that great. The LTIs, the CCUs that I saw, maybe they were saving you $10. So yeah, 50% discount is nice, but it's better when you have a lot more. Anyway, let me show you quick run of the Corsair for those that haven't seen the video. You have the Captain's Quarter, which is right here. This is a Drake ship, so it's nothing too fancy, but you have it there. Turrets on the side, very cool. Then going back here, we have 3 rooms. These would be the bunks that you have for the rest of your crew. 3 bunks, table for the crew, food. You have a bathroom about there, all with these nice buttons. And let's go back. We have the components here in this room. This is one of the spaces that I don't like all that much. I don't think it's all that useful. It could have been used for something else. Maybe make it more of a loadout room. And then here, yeah, we do have an airlock and the lockers for suits and gun racks. And then a rack here for a couple of the bigger guns. And then finally here in the back, we have the main compartment, the main storage area dash garage for a pretty nice large vehicle and 72, 74 cc standard cargo units. So nice ship that, yeah, if you're patient enough. Now don't jump into this right away. As I always say, start with your starter ship, give it several months. That would be my suggestion. And again, you can always end up buying these things in game eventually, right? Now if you want to do something like this, by all means, it is your call. And just be smart about it. Just don't go around wasting money when it's completely unnecessary, and you can save quite a bit of it. See you on the next video, guys. Take care.